Hi Libra, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a weekly tarot reading for the week of September 13th to the 19th, 2021. I want to thank you genuinely for joining me, but I also want to remind you in this moment to, of course, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're going to begin by pulling a couple messages, or a few messages from the Green Witch Oracle deck. As I do the initial shuffling, keep in mind a general intuitive weekly read for the sign of my lovely Librans. So do take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else. And of course, don't forget to check the other readings for the other placements within your chart for more messages. All right? One more shuffle this way. For Libra, to begin this weekly read for the week of September 13th to the 19th, 2021, as I struggle. Okay, that one's flying out. What else do we have for Libra? Okay, I'm going to pull two more. Okay, interesting. Refinement. You might find that you're pushed by the universe or just feeling inclined to refine your daily routine throughout the week, or just refine certain areas of your life. We're trying to make adjustments and changes to feel more complete or more fulfilled. Okay. But we're beginning with gratitude. And so throughout the week, there's going to be a huge focus on your personal gratitude for certain individuals, energies in your life, whether it's your family, friends, acquaintances, but even your loved one for a relationship. But it's a level of gratitude you're being pushed to have for all that's happened up until this point, even the negative situations or the failures. Feeling as if you're trying to remember, or forcing yourself to remember, that everything truly happens for a reason. It feels like somebody will do something really nice for you, if not more than one person throughout the week. A nice favor or just a gesture that makes you feel really grateful. Someone's receiving flowers, which is lovely. Grounding. And so throughout the week, there's going to be a need for a new level of grounding, balance, and just aiming for a new level of stability in one way, shape, or form. It could be financially or just maybe on an emotional level, but feeling as if you've been through a lot recently, even if a lot of people in your life or everybody in your life doesn't really fully realize that, given you might internalize a lot or just try to deal with it on a personal sort of individual level in a secretive way. A lot of you sort of being drawn to more tarot readings, or thinking thoroughly about, the messages you're receiving from tarot, and asking yourself, well, how do I move forward from here? What changes do I truly feel are necessary at this time to feel this new level of grounding, to sort of plant seeds to experience a fresh start in one way, shape, or form, or the best version of, to experience the next chapter in the best way possible, okay? Feeling like a lot of Libras are heading towards a brand new chapter of their life. And then passion. And so throughout the week, you're going to find yourself feeling ultra passionate about, again, fresh beginnings, new starts, whatever you're wrapping yourself up in. There's a situation, whether it's a job or relationship or whatever it is for you, maybe a hobby, something you've been doing for a little bit now. It could be something you picked up recently, but you don't expect yourself to feel ultra passionate about it. It might be a situation where you're about to leave a job for a new one, or a living situation for a new one, and you become ultra passionate about the one you're in and about to finish up with. And it's just like, well, why couldn't this have happened before? And it's this kind of confusing moment right before you get ready to move towards something new and fresh. Interesting. I also see a new level of passion happening in the category of love for Libras throughout the week. Given I feel like a lot of Libras, again, I mentioned in the last weekly read, are starting to date again, or just a lot of passion sort of developing with a new level of gratitude in an existing connection. All right? So we're going to continue and pull 5 tarot cards from the Gilded Tarot Rail deck. You might have a Scorpio or a Leo in your situation, or maybe a Pisces. Interesting. For Libra, my lovely Librans, to continue this weekly read for the week of September 13th to the 19th. Okay. I'm going to pull the rest right from the top of the deck. You might feel a little bit on edge at certain points of the week. Just take a deep breath and implement some self-care just to take care of any anxiety. The Nine of Swords, you might find yourself struggling to sleep at night or having a lot of disturbing dreams, I want to say. Try not to let it get the best of you, and maybe take naps if you have the time to do so, okay? You might also find yourself just falling asleep at a different time than you're normally used to, or getting up earlier or later than you're used to. Just feeling a little out of sorts because of that. The Knight of Pentacles. So you make your way throughout the week and you find yourself focusing on how things are moving slowly for you, right? Thinking thoroughly about a change that's about to happen either very soon or in the near future on the horizon, and feeling like it's been so slow getting to this point, to this change or adjustment. Or simply thinking about your business project or your job, your career situation, or financial goals, and feeling like everything's just kind of progressing slowly. It's almost just this slow motion kind of movement where it's like, oh, can things just pick up? And when they do pick up, it kind of slows down again, or, you feel like you're kind of taking steps backwards to take a few more steps forward. And it's like, I just need things to progress quicker, but I need to, in a push from the universe, to have a level of gratitude for the pace of things, right? There's always something to take away. Bear with me as I struggle. There's always something to take away from the slow pace, even if it's not ideal for you, or even if it doesn't give you this level of financial comfort or benefits that would come from things moving quickly or progressing quickly. And to just be grateful. It might also be a level of slow moving progression between you and a loved one, whether you've met them recently or not, and feeling like you need to be grateful for how things are just kind of naturally and organically progressing. Okay? Temperance. You might also see a lot of squirrels throughout the week to remind you to pay attention to your energy, your anxious energies at times, or anxious energy, and also to have a bit more fun in a less anxious way, okay? So with temperance, you're being reminded throughout the week to have patience with oneself, with energies around you, with the progression of things, especially after having the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest knight in the deck coming out, and you needing to instill more balance. And it naturally is aligned with this grounding card, right? Balance and grounding is truly a need for Libras at this time. Horrible, horrible wording. And you might find it's hard to communicate what you truly desire at this time, or what you're trying to get across to certain people. It feels like it's just the wording doesn't come to you, or you just get anxious, or something just happens where you stutter to a certain extent, or just have patience, okay? You'll get through the week, and it feels like you'll eventually get out across what you're trying to communicate in one way, shape, or form, okay? Feeling like at times you're just really emotional throughout the week, and then really passionate and fiery and energetic. Your energy could just kind of fluctuate time and time again throughout the week, okay? Ace of Cups. You also might find yourself feeling very angelic throughout the week, where you're kind of just floating through things, even if your energy and your emotions are just kind of fluctuating. But so at certain points throughout the week, you're going to find yourself feeling really abundant, feeling like your cup is simply overflowing to a certain extent. And people just kind of being in awe of you for wanting to step it up and make certain changes and adjustments. People seeing you in a light that's beautiful as your third eye opens even more so. Feeling like it was already open to a certain extent before. Seeing things in a different light, seeing other individuals in your life from a different perspective. Right? For a few of the people you're seeing in a different light, not the best. But for the majority, it's you sort of having a more grateful kind of view on them, right? Having a better understanding, on what certain people in your life have gone through, given you've been through a lot yourself. But it's just feeling like this sort of passionate, abundant vibe comes from you, vibrates from you, and people are going to pick up on that. And it's just going to attract people to you, whether it's new love situations, new friendships, new acquaintances, or just new opportunities. It's this vibration about you throughout the majority of the week where people just feel, again, drawn to you, wanting to hang out with you, spend time with you, see what you're up to. It could be a little overwhelming at times, but it's just you feeling sort of on fire, even if at times there's a bit of an emotional sort of distraught feeling within you, okay? We are moving on to the King of Cups. And so truly speaking upon your emotions, but feeling sort of courageous and stern to a certain extent. Feeling confident about what you're going after, about what you're trying to build or move towards. and even just feeling confident about all of the failures to a certain extent. There's a level of regret that comes up or comes over you at certain points in the week, and it's just like, I made mistakes, I could have chosen to hold back from this opportunity, and I could have saved money, or I could have just, moved towards something more beneficial for me. But it happens for a reason, right? Everything does. So to learn and grow from it, and to just kind of let it go, let it flow, as you sort of feel a bit emotional when things are brought up, or sort of you feel drawn to the past in one way, shape, or form. When you do feel reflective on the progression of things, on mistakes, obstacles, remember that things aren't going to be perfect moving forward, but they're not meant to, right? You have a lot of knowledge and wisdom you've gained over time, so utilize it. Even utilize your emotions that resurface at times to your advantage, right? Put them to a good use, instead of allowing it to end or make its way to an overthinking sort of depressing state of being, right? And I do feel like you'll be very drawn to water, aquatic animals for whatever reason throughout the week, okay? The Hermit. So it feels like towards the end of the week, potentially at certain points in the week as well, but it feels like also because a lot of people sort of want to catch up with you, or paying attention to you very diligently, you want to spend time in your own energy, being pushed by the universe to reflect, or simply to take time by yourself to gather your thoughts, or to simplify your mind. And feeling as if you sort of are ready to guide the way for other people, or just be the leader in your own life, which I believe came up in Gemini's reading, maybe Aquarius's. But it just feeling like you are, again, ready to start something new, but just needing a moment or two, or maybe a whole day or two, maybe the weekend, to be with oneself, be within your own energy, to replenish, right? Don't allow it to be an overthinking sort of negative time. Allow it to be a positive, reflecting and replenishing moment for yourself, or several moments. Being aligned with the Temperance card, you're going to find yourself really thinking thoroughly about the patience you have needed and implemented recently, and how you can implement even more moving forward, as well as the level of balance you desire at this time. And don't be surprised when you're sort of thinking thoroughly about the passionate times, the emotional times, the masculine times, the feminine times, and thinking all about, thinking thoroughly about everything, okay? But again, don't allow yourself to overthink to the point where you can't make a decision, or you second guess this or that. Just remember, everything's happening for a reason, and it truly feels like things are going to fall into place for Libra very, very soon, okay? We're going to finish off this beautiful reading by pulling a message or two from the Find Your Happy deck. Some initial shuffling for this. Alrighty. For my lovely Libras to wrap up this weekly read. Feels right. Okay. Take it one day at a time, as well as I deserve better. And so again, it feels like you're implementing a lot of changes, adjustments to better your situation, to step it up and move towards a healthier lifestyle. So I need to, and a reminder from the universe, to take it one day at a time, as you remember that your life is a courageous, creative adventure, and simply to be gentle with yourself throughout this transitional period, as you do get a bit emotional or a bit anxious, and to just remember that what you're moving towards, what you're adjusting, what you're doing for yourself in an independent way, in a passionate way, is worth it in the end, and it's going to transform your life for the better. All right? So Libra, I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Libra.